some flour. Now this is the flour that's made out of rice, jowari and bajra. So it's all combined together, grind into a flour. You get this flour easily available, or you could just take equal proportions of rice, jowari and bajra. Okay, so I'm just gonna make about 4 to 5 medium-sized thalepeets. So I'm gonna take this much of my flour. Lovely. Now to this I'm going to add half a teaspoon of cumin powder, quarter teaspoon of red pepper powder, half a teaspoon of red chili powder, okay, half a teaspoon of garam masala powder. Okay, I'm going to add half an onion finely chopped. Now this is optional, but it tastes really nice with the onion. It tastes nice and crunchy. So I'm just going to add half of my onion. Lovely. Now you could also add coriander and green chilies finely chopped at this. I'm going to skip that today. Okay. Now these are some sesame seeds. So just add like a handful. Okay, that's about it. Lastly, I'm going to add some salt. So I'm adding about 1 teaspoonful of salt. And this is done. I'm now going to make the dough just the way I make it for a chapati, and just get it to a nice fine combination. Now get it to a nice dough. So I'm just going to add water. Now this may take some time because it's a combination of all flour, so binding could be a little difficult, but just go slow on this. Just keep separating things as you go molding. Now that you've made a nice dough out of this, just right water proportion, don't make it too moist. I'm now going to add some oil. So take some oil in your palm, just about 1 tablespoon, and kind of add it to the dough. Don't mold it too much because this dough breaks very easily, so just be a little careful, just so that my oil penetrates well. Okay. Get it to the same dough. Lovely. So this is now ready. I'm just gonna make some roundies and show you. Okay, so just take some like this in your palm, get it together. Okay, just be very careful because with the onion it could just kind of break. Go to the side, take a little more into your palm, get it together, go round, pat it at the center. Lovely. So I'm just gonna finish the rest the same way. Just gonna make the roundies. Now take a nice clean kitchen foil. Okay, I'm just going to wet this with some oil. So take a little oil, so at the center, take a little more depending on how large you're going to make the thalepeet. Lovely. Now take one of these, place it at the center. This time I'm going to use some water to go dab this. Okay, once again I'm going to take some water, dab this. Just go really slow and stretch any end which you feel can be stretched. Lovely. I'm just going to make this area slightly moist so that they come off easily. Yeah, there you go. Just make a nice center edge here. Okay. Now what we're going to do is when we put it onto our pan, we're just going to put it directly. So we're not going to have any issues there. I'm just going to keep this aside and show you one more. My foil. I'm going to use some oil to make this nice and moist. Lovely. Take a roundie, place it at the center. Wow, this is one more style. Once again, place a little water, not much. Go with your fingers. Press it down. Very carefully, release your palm. Now use your fingers again. Stretch it over. Dab it at the center and keep this ready. Now as you see, that's the one that I've made directly on my pan. So I've added 1 tablespoonful of oil and the pan is nicely getting hot. Now while it's getting hot, what you could do is you could place one more roundie into the oil. Now in the same procedure of adding your fingers, your palm, you get it to a decent size. Okay, now I'm just going to let this cook and then I'm going to fry my other two. You could also add some oil at the center hole so that kind of cooks that area as well. Now you could drop some sesame seeds from top as well to make it nice and nutty. Carefully turn this around. Okay, let this cook. Okay, so this seems like it's done when you can easily lift it apart. Just drain off any excess oil. Place it in a nice kitchen paper towel. I'm just going to clear off this. I'm just going to drop my Thalepeet. So that's my kitchen foil. And drop it around. That's how easy it is. You see? I'm just going to add some oil at the sides. Okay. And a little at the center. Lovely. Let this cook for about 2 minutes. So I'm just going to make another one. So the same foil, I've applied some water. I'm going to take my roundie and press it. So this is step 1 where I've pressed it down with my pan. Now I'm going to apply some water and press it down with my fingers. This is almost done. Just going to carefully turn this. Okay. Doesn't want to get turned. Lovely. Look at my sesame seeds. Wow, it makes it a different, it gives it a nice nutty flavor. There you go, the next one. Kept it ready. The good part about making Thalepeet is it gives you enough time to make the next one ready. This is almost done. Just gonna lift it up. Lovely. So just reverse the foil and place it down. See how easily it comes off. Here, sprinkle some sesame. Okay. Pour some oil on either sides. The center. Lovely. Just let this cook. Lovely. So I'm just going to turn this over. Wow. So this needs practice, I agree. And it'll eventually happen. Don't bother about the shape really when it comes to Thalepeet, because it's the taste and the crunchiness that you have to enjoy in this dish. This is done. Just gonna lift it up. And that's how these look once they are ready. Serve this with a nice yogurt or some pickle. It's gonna be amazing. So enjoy. So thank you very much, and hope you guys enjoyed watching this video and you guys will try it out in your homes. And do write to me if in case you want me to really teach you or to cook with you a recipe of your choice. I'll be more than happy, because I believe in inspiring a lot of people to cook, and now that I have that kind of expertise, I want to pass it on to everyone. So thank you, and see you again in my next video. Bye bye.